George Link, Vice President of VPS Architecture. I'm in charge of K through 12 design work here at the company, and I'm from Evansville, Indiana. Grit to me, yeah, I've given a fair amount of thought about how that relates to us here at VPS Architecture, and to me, people will ask me a lot of times, what's your best project? And I'll simply tell them, I hope it's the one that I'm working on now, because what that brings to bear is all of the knowledge and experience that I've had for 30 years to bear on that particular project. We're always learning something new. So for me, it's the experiences and the opportunities that you have that wash and kind of fine-tune you. So grit to me is the noun. It's the things that are acting on us to make us the best that we can be. If we're not learning from every experience, then we're not really doing our clients a great service. We should be able to bring all of our experiences and all of our knowledge through all of the years of design work, all the projects that we've done, to bear on the project that's in front of us at that time. The notion of grit here at VPS, to me, how that makes us innovative is that we have 60 years of knowledge behind us, and we're bringing that to bear on every single project that we're doing. We have experiences, 60 years of experiences that play forward, so we are bringing those and creating tried and true methods of construction and design that aren't, let's try this out per se and see how it works. No, we know that it works. We've experienced it. We've seen the positives and the negatives of different types of construction, different types of design, and can bring that to bear in working with our clients. What personally comes to mind when I think about grit is I think about really our staff here at VPS. We have staff that really doesn't know the word no or the words impossible. They're very creative. They bring all of their knowledge and experience to bear to be creative problem solvers, because at the end of the day, that's really what we are, is creative problem solvers. So to me, it's all of these different individuals bringing their experiences and washing against each other and rubbing off on each other to share their experiences and bring their knowledge to the table as we move forward in design. How does grit fit VPS architecture? I believe a lot of our clients will tell you that the experience and knowledge that we bring to bear, they will have a tendency to give us their most challenging projects in terms of renovations and additions, in terms of how do we sequence an entire construction process while they're still in operation. They'll give those to us intentionally because they know that that's what we really excel at. So it's bringing all of that knowledge together to be able to solve sometimes a very complex project that not only involves how do you add on, how do you meet the standards of the client, but then how do you allow them to continue operations during that? I mean, in the K-12 side, school doesn't shut down just because you're wanting to add on. So you've got to figure out how to accommodate all of the activities with minimal interruptions on that, and that's where I think grit is portrayed best at VPS. We translate grit within the culture of VPS by, one of the things that I'll tell prospective employees when they come in to interview is that the only thing that limits them is themselves. We do not have any preconceived notions about what somebody's role could be here at VPS. We let them grow organically to find their place and what their passion is. And a wise man once told me one time that none of us is as smart as all of us. So everybody has a voice at the table, brings their experience and their knowledge in, and to me that will always make a better project for our clients. Grit translates to our clients in that we seek out clients who want to become partners with VPS. We don't want clients that are not going to engage in the design process, because at the end of the day, it's their building, their use, how they use it, how they want it to function. So we look for clients who are creative thinkers, who bring that to the table and really become engaged and meshed with the design team in terms of sharing ideas, knowledge, and also who appreciate the knowledge that we bring to the table as well on it. So it's not just us sitting up on high and dictating down to a client, this is what we're going to do. It's definitely a back and forth collaboration between us and the client, and that's how we look for clients that share a lot of the same ideas that we do in terms of how we collaborate on a project. To me, our biggest tools are our ears, our listening, and it's knowing what we know, what we can bring to bear, and at times knowing what we don't know, what we're not experts at, and how to find that person that brings that expertise in that we need. So it's going back again to just collaboration on the project. I am not sitting here pretending that I am all knowing, all knowledgeable about every type of thing that could go on in construction. Certainly I have 30 years of experience to back me up with the things that I've done, but there are times when I'm like, I'm not comfortable with doing that, so let's go find that expert. And again, bring those experiences in, so as we carry those forward into the future, our clients benefit from those partnerships that we've experienced over the years. Grit is one of our core values simply because that's what came back from our clients. I mean, really, and it followed true to what we really are. It just really put the name to what we are here at VPS. Very much about collaboration, about determination to follow things through, to not shirk away from the hard questions or the hard tasks at hand, and the ability to just stay the course and bring all of our experience to bear on it. So really, how it became our core values, it's who we've always been. We've never changed in 60 years from our partnerships with Scott Veazey and Mike Scholler prior. Quite honestly, I can't spend 20 years with Scott Veazey and him not rub off on me. So I do carry a lot of his characteristics and tendencies in terms of how we operate. During the design process, grit comes into play in that I look at it as more of a noun at that point in time. It's an object. It's the elements that have washed over us for the last 60 years, that have formed our thought processes, our knowledge, created our knowledge base, and it's bringing all of that to bear, everybody bringing that to bear at the table during the design process. I've worked in companies in the past where there's a lead designer and that person did all the design work. Now that's been 30 years ago. Here we don't have that. Everybody has an opportunity to put their hands in it, give their thoughts, and bring the best that they have to bear on a project. So it's not just a one-man show here. It's the entire team bringing their collective knowledge, collective experience to bear with the project. And then, as I said before, we look for clients who do the same thing when they come to the table. How grit helps us move forward and advance and grow. One of the things that early on Sarah and I decided once we'd purchased the firm and taken over is that we did not want to get our hands out of the architecture and out of the client meetings. I can tell you from the experience and the way it evolved prior to us taking over is that the leadership became much more of marketing, CFOs, those type of people. Even though they were licensed architects, And we both just decided that that is not what we went to school and not what our passion was, that we want to keep our hands in that. So with that attitude, it helps us stay very grounded in what's going on with our clients, what's going on in the construction industry. We don't ever look to grow at a fast rate. We want to be slow and steady, consistent with what we do. There are times when I've told Sarah, I said, certainly we could have taken some different opportunities, maybe grown a little differently, maybe even made more money. But at the end of the day, it's got to be what we're passionate about, what we want to do with our lives. And that's where we made the conscious decision that we were going to remain architects even as owners of the company. So you'll see that both of us are very involved in a lot of the design, a lot of the construction meetings, a lot of the design meetings. We'll attend to pretty much any of our clients' needs. For example, yesterday morning I get a call from a client who got a concern. I was driving down 69, which a lot of our clients are strung up along 69. And I'm just going to pop in there and take care of this. And he's like, I didn't think you were going to be here today, but I was like, I'm in the area. It's much better if we take care of this face to face and figure out who's doing what and make sure that the data is being taken care of here before school opens up. So I think it just helps us stay rooted in what it is we're passionate about in that. But I think that's really how our core values help support us in growing and moving forward. The fact that when we hire in staff, it's a very long kind of vetting process, because we want to make sure that not only are they the right fit for what we need to accomplish and what they bring to the team, but that we're the right fit for them. And I can almost guarantee you that if you would ask any of our employees during the interview process, one of the things we're most concerned about was them making sure that VPS was right for them. Because we look to make a commitment to all of our staff. We hope that it's going to be a long-term commitment. I've been fortunate that I've never had to work anywhere else. Started here right out of college, still here 30 years, which is seems like a long time and seems fairly unusual in this day and age. But we hope to find those same types of people here that are committed and passionate about design.